Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. I am Paula from Paper Crafts by PRB, and I am showing you just a simple little folio which is made with a piece of scrapbooking paper that's 8.5 by 11. Mine is single-sided. So here's the front. Just got a flap right here. You can put, whatever in there. I have a tag in there. Put a journaling card. Okay, I have this just decorated in the front with a cluster. And then my flap has ribbon in it and some lace and some ribbon. You open it up and you have two pockets. I just put some ephemera in there. Okay, so there's one pocket and here's the other pocket. And then you have another tuck spot right here. You have another pocket. Okay, so same thing on this one, just a different way of decorating. Okay, there's the flap. You put something in this pocket. You open it up. You have these two pockets here in the middle. Okay, this pocket and this pocket. And then you have a side tuck pocket right here. Okay, so like I said, it is made with 8.5 by 11 scrapbooking paper. So I'm gonna bring in my scoreboard. Now, I was filming this earlier and I made a couple mistakes. So my paper is already scored, but I'm gonna go ahead and go through this with you again, obviously. So on the 11-inch side of your paper, on either side, it depends on if you have directional paper or not, you're gonna want to turn it like this. So now mine's at the 8.5-inch side, and I'm just gonna fold up, I don't know, about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. This is gonna be your inside pocket. That's gonna be this part right here, this pocket, okay? Okay, so from there, you're gonna wanna bring this, okay, all I'm doing is just turning it around. You're just gonna bring this part, so you're gonna bring this part of your paper, the right side of your paper, and just bring it all the way down to where you folded that crease, where you folded that inch and a half pocket, okay? And then from here, you're just gonna fold it right in half, okay? There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna burnish this down, make it lay down better. Okay, so you want it to open like this, okay? You want it to open from right to left. Okay, so on this side, it's gonna be your flap, and then on this side, it's gonna be the pocket, okay? So when you open it up and you're on the right-hand side, okay, I'm gonna flip this over and I'm gonna take off 1.5 inches. So I'm gonna cut off 1.5 inches, right there, okay? Okay, so that's like that. Okay, so when you open it up, you're shorter on this side, right? So now on this side, we need to compensate for that. So on this side, you're going to score that at 1.5 inches. Okay, so I'm just simply scoring that at 1.5 inches. Okay, now I'm gonna open this back up. And I am going to put a little bit of ink on there so that you can see it better. Okay, so on this side, you're just gonna cut where that 1.5 inch line was. You're gonna cut all the way up to this top line, to that top fold line. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that just like this. And this is creating that tuck, that flap in the front. Okay, so we're just cutting that out like that. We're bringing this back down like this. And like I said, this is gonna be the flap. Okay, so that's just gonna fold over like this. Okay, and then we're gonna have our folio just like that. Okay. So let me put my scoreboard away. All right, so here's the inside of it. I am going to open this up. I'm gonna open that up. okay? And down here where your pocket is, I am going to just fold it like this, okay? And I'm just gonna cut a little sliver off of there. It just makes those pockets fold easier, okay? So it's just gonna be like that. All right, so I am going to ink up around the edges just a little bit. I like inking. I just think it gives it a little bit more dimension. If you don't like inking, you don't have to ink. All right, so let me just do this real quick. All right, so I'm gonna open this back up and get it all folded properly, okay? So here's our flap, okay? Your flap should be on the left-hand side. We're gonna just tuck that in so it doesn't get in the way, okay? We're gonna open up those pockets at the bottom there, okay? And we're just gonna, oops, maybe don't tuck that, sorry. Okay, and we're just gonna open that all up. Now this middle part right here, where you crease that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna glue just that middle part. Okay. Let my glue get down there. Okay, so we're just gonna glue that right there. And then we're gonna bring that back over. And then we're gonna glue our pockets up, okay? If you want to, you can leave one end of your pocket open. I'm gonna glue both ends. But if you want to, you can leave like this side right there open. You don't have to glue that. Okay, but I'm going to. Okay, and same with this side. Okay, so there's that. And there's that side glued. Okay, so that's gonna make your two pockets. All right, now I'm gonna flip this back over and I'm just gonna put this right up underneath here so that I can see better. I guess I'm gonna ink that. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead, since I'm using single-sided paper, I'm just going to smudge some of my ink around there. Okay. Okay, so then this is the front. Oh, nope, I'm sorry. This is my middle, okay? And then this is my front. Okay, and then you just decorate it. That's basically all it is. You have a tuck spot right here, a tuck pocket. Okay, you open it up. You have two pockets right here, and then you have another tuck spot right here. Okay, so I do have a few little things that I can tuck in here just to kind of show you. So that one's gonna go there. Okay, I have some ephemera pieces that are gonna go in here. Just some cute little, I don't remember, I have a kit, a digital kit. I don't remember which one it is, but I'm gonna put those in there like that. Got a couple more little pieces right here from the same kit. It was from Pink Monarch Prints, I believe. You know, a lot of times I just use multiple kits from multiple people. I purchase them all on Etsy. Okay, and then here's gonna be my front. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there. Okay, let's see if that'll go in there a little better. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so that's gonna go in there like that. And then I have this piece, and I'll add a few more things to it. Let me see what we got. I've got some book page that I'm gonna tear a little bit off. I'll make a little cluster here in the front. Okay. So we got that, we got that. Okay, let me ink this up a little bit. I don't have no ribbon or anything to put there on the side of my little pocket, my little flip, but you saw how I did that on, or how I decorated that on the first two. So, you know, you can put some, you could also put like a glitter strip on there. There's another channel that I watch a lot of her videos, Pink Strawberries. she a lot of times does glitter strips. So she puts down a piece of that red line tape, she puts it right there, and then she sprinkles glitter on there. And it works out really good. Okay, so here's some book page that we just tore a little bit, and we're gonna put that, let's say right there. Okay, and then I have a bird that we're gonna put right there in the middle. Okay, so easy peasy, quick 8.5 by 11 scrapbooking paper. Mine was single-sided. You could always use double-sided if you want to. Okay, so here's this one. All right, so there's the front. You have the pocket right here underneath that flap. Okay, you have 2 pockets right here in the middle, and then you have this pocket. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was fairly easy to make, nothing too complicated. Just a little ephemera piece to go into your pockets. All right, if you like that video, I just ask that you can leave me a comment or give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it. And until the next video, thank you.